Hello, everybody. Welcome to Telli Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, all things in between. We are here at the Classic Cat, and this episode is sponsored by 8 Lab. I have a very special guest today. He is a producer, engineer, all the above. Big Duke.
Yes, what's up? What's up, Telly?
Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. So for the people that don't know your journey, how did you get to where you are today?
Woo! That's a crazy long story, but I'm gonna make it short. I started actually managing this artist. It's funny because you interview him, and that's where I seen you. His name is Chip the Ripper. So me and Chip grew up together. Our dads grew up together. And I started out, I was kind of like the friend, the homie that connects all the dots, because I kind of knew everybody, because I was kind of playing in the streets a little bit. And, I started being like, oh, this is my friend, he make music, y'all got to hear it. And somehow worked my way to Rich Paul, who's LeBron's agent. Got Rich Paul to hear his music. Rich ended up signing us. That ended up working out, and we ended up taking off from there. We ended up going on tour with a guy whose name is Kid Cudi. He brought us to LA like our first time. So I'm in LA, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. We with Diddy, we with Kanye, all of these people, and then we go back to Ohio. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure out how to get to this place, right? Because yeah, we doing it, we making our little money.
LA is definitely different
LA
than
let
Ohio.
you know, like it's like, yo, it's real bread out here, right? So fast forward, I end up moving to Los Angeles to figure out, what it is. Kind of strayed away from the management and stuck more into the production, because I was creating music for him as well, and various artists. And then when I got here, I was like, okay, I want to take the production serious. I want to take it full time. So I moved into the studio building, and my neighbor there was the Gang. And my business partner, Yanni, he introduced us. Yo, this is Duke. Duke's a dope producer. He just moved here. Game kind of at that time really didn't know me. Like, okay, whatever, cool. Likes me, you, whatever. Fast forward to some years later, we end up working, kind of building a relationship. I was out here working with all the other artists. And then me and him started working very closely on his album called Born to Rap. So that was 2018, I want to say. Fast forward back to 2018. We started working on that album and kind of building chemistry, building a relationship. And from there, I was able to work with like Anderson .Paak and Dr. Dre, and just build all of these relationships. So that kind of was like that brought me up to like this point. To last year, we worked with Kanye. We worked with, we worked with everybody last year. But through that journey and getting there, it was a lot of like ups and downs, like in between. A lot of relationships that I built and kept and held on to this day. So I kind of met like everybody really like through working with him. It was like kind of like a ladder, you know what I mean?
Right.
Building that relationship, especially in LA.
Working with
this is home. Working with the Gang.
The Gang.
But this is because this is his home. So
right.
Working with him gave me crazy visibility as far as like here and like building with like different artists and building different relationships.
Absolutely. So you said you've worked with like a plethora of different walks of life of people. Who is, I guess, your top 3 favorite people that you've worked with, or like doing music for, that's easy to work with? Not
I don't think no artist is easy, because again, you're dealing with people and you're dealing with like what people love, and people are very sensitive, what I mean?
To their craft.
It's like,
Absolutely.
It's like I'm a musician, I'm sensitive about my shit, right? That's what I forgot who said that, but last year I worked with Kanye, so that was big, because Kanye was like he was one of the people where when I started creating, like started being a producer, I was like, yo, I want to make music like this, and I want to be able to touch people like this and have this soulful, dark, like melancholy, melodic kind of music, right? But it draws people in. So working with him was dope. We worked with him on Game's album, and actually the record ended up getting on Donda 2, but it was released on he did like this stream player. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's like a stream player, and it has like it's called a stem player, but it has like all the music on there. So he ended up releasing the album on there instead of like on like all streaming platforms. Yeah, which was cool, but it was like dope to have that experience and have worked with him. But yeah, I would say Kanye, Game, and then Chris Brown was one of my favorites to work with, just because how much he loved like the music and like the craft, and he was like in it and like into it. You know what I mean?
Do you ever like make a beat and feel like, okay, this, like, let's say for example Chris Brown, you make something for Chris Brown, you know his style, you know him as a person, where it like, I feel like this beat would be dope for him, but then he just doesn't like it at all. Or, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, damn, I worked so hard on this. And
you know, it's funny. It's like you can tailor things for people, right? But you know what I've learned, like from being in this so long, is some stuff is timing. It's like storyline. Right. It's like you know, exactly like somebody would be playing a role, right? It might not be like the time in their life where that role makes sense, but further down the line, you know, it's like I love Equalizer, right? But what if we would have got like young Denzel Equalizer, like 2000 Denzel? It'd have been crazy, because it's crazy, but it would have been even crazier because just how you know, the movement and stuff. But I feel like with the music, it's like it's for whoever it's for, and that be up to God, you know what I mean, most of the time, because it's like you can tailor something and it might not work for this person, but it might go work for Miguel, or it might work for Usher or this person. So I feel like if it's great enough, it'll find a home, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. So do you, like, for beats that you make that might not fit the artist that you made it for, you still shop it around?
If it's like something like special, which, you know, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very like personal, like with my stuff and like my art. So usually like it's so much me in it that it's like, oh, if they don't love it, this person will, or usually they all love it, but maybe this person didn't cut it, which is like recorded. We call it cut in the business. But this artist did, you know what I mean? Or it's great music is timeless, right? It's like you'll find an album or a song that came out 10 years ago and you'll be like, I love this. You know what I mean? This is dope. And somebody might be like, that's 10 years old. You'll be like, okay, well, I just found it. You know what I mean? It's new to who it's new to. So I feel like when you make great stuff like that, it'll find a home.
Absolutely. So when you have, how do you hold on to every piece that you have? Like, how long does it? Oh, the
music is like yo kids, man. It's like it's funny. You know, I got friends that are other like big renowned producers, and they was like, oh, you know, some of them be like, I don't name my beats, and I was like, I name mine like kids. Like everyone has a name, and there's certain ones that just stick out of my head. But yeah, I hold on to all of it. Like I keep it on like my hard drive and stuff. And then it's some stuff that's just gone. You know, this artist might have recorded it years ago, and they're waiting to release it because, again, music is timeless. So, you know, this person is recording something right now we might not hear 2 years from now, or they might be recording it. You know, in the case of working with Kanye, we made that song 3 or 4 days before it came out. So it was like, yo, we working on it on Monday. And he's like, I wanted to come out Friday. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever you say, big dog. So. You know, that's what that process was. So it's different in every situation.
And working with, like, going back to working with people, like dealing with things that they want, or like you know, things that they might use or be at peace with in the studio. Like, have you ever had like a hard situation where like this artist didn't want nothing, you know, or like this artist wanted, you know, only pink starbursts, and that's the only thing that makes them be creatively a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's funny? Like everybody got like their vibe.
Thing. Yeah.
Like I worked with Diddy last year, right? And Diddy had like, we did this. Actually, his album is coming out. Shout out to Diddy. The Love album comes out 9/15. I don't know if I made anything yet, because you kind of don't know up until like the day or like the time around it. But hopefully, if not, hey man, I enjoyed the process.
Right.
But he had like massage therapists. They was giving the IV joints
in the studio.
Open. This is like in the parking lot. So the parking lot of the studio, they turned it to the Love Lounge.
Oh, wow.
So that joint is like plush carpet. I'm talking about sections like this, right? open bar over there, open weed bar, open juice bar, like fresh juice.
Yeah.
They doing the IV joints. They doing massages, and it's like all like just if you step out of the studio for a second and you want to take a breather, bam, go get you a massage, go get you some juice, go get you this. So that was like the craziest, most luxurious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I felt like I didn't take it for granted because, I definitely went out and got a massage or, rolled me up one or got a drink or something. But I was just such in like work and go mode because I'm from Ohio. I'm a grinder. That's all I know.
Right.
I come from blue collar. Motherfuckers that go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? So any situation I'm in, I'm like, cool. But let me do this. And like my mom say, go get my coins, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm there for the coins, but that was like the craziest. Like I've seen it. Like, like nobody does like him. And then it's like Palo Santo and sage in every room. And, everything was about the vibe and the energy and the frequency. But it was dope. You know what I mean? It was dope. I think it was cool.
I could see him doing something like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was dope, bro. I can't complain. Like it was beautiful. And they had orange slices. That's what it was. It was like orange slices everywhere. I was like, all right, cool.
That was his thing.
I like mangoes, but we'll take an orange,
I love it. I love it. So what are you working on right now, like project-wise?
Ooh, I can't disclose, but some of y'all favorite artists, we got some great music coming out. I just say R&B. How about that? Because I'm known for like a lot of hip hop, but I got some great R&B about to come out.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. How do you like? What do you like making the most? Like R&B vibes, hip hop vibes.
I mean, being I was born in '86, right? So I definitely got to like experience the '90s, like as a teenager, as a kid. So of course, like the hip hop and R&B, that was like everything, right? But my favorite. It's weird because it's like a split. Like I love when somebody can rap really good, like a really good vocalist, like a Jay-Z or Kanye. Actually, Simba, I don't know if you're familiar with Simba, but he's getting pretty big. Simba's my boy, great rapper. Definitely like is too good for even this generation. But between somebody like him and then I would say like I love R&B. I feel like it's like an equal. It's like because I love R&B. I love a great singer. Like I'm a buff for a great love song and good lyricism. So it's like it's one and the same. But I like making like the hip hop R&B kind of records where it's like a Fabulous could be on it,
right?
Or somebody could be singing their ass off on it. So yeah, I would say like both. It's like a split between the hip hop and R&B for sure.
You don't have a preference?
Nah, I just love them too though for sure. I mean, I can make pretty much anything. Afro beats, reggae, all that stuff is infused in it. But absolutely. it's I love just the strict hip hop R&B for sure.
I love that. So with all of work going on as a producer, as an engineer, how do you have time for like family life?
Man, so me and my fiance, we do Saturday, right? Saturday is like I'm not doing nothing. Like if I'm in town, I like to. The great thing is I live in Los Angeles, so everybody kind of comes here. Like I have to leave this week for work. With NBA 2K, I worked on their game and do like the music and stuff for them. So usually I'm home for Saturday. It's like our day. It's like cut off. Whatever she wants to do, wherever she want to go, shop, whatever. It's Saturday. Usually, women, y'all simple. Like, if you already got the things that you want, it's like, oh, I just want you. And it's like, okay, cool, we're going to see Equalize or we're going to see this or, but that's usually my day where I'm like, I don't care who, what, I'm not working on this day. And I try to make that every Saturday. So
that's dope. That's dope. I love that. You designate a day for her, and she knows that this is religious. I don't care what you got going on.
It's the my man day. Yeah.
my man. That's my man. No, thank you. I know exactly what you. That's so funny because me and my girls joked about that song. Like every time like our mans do something for us, we be like, "My man, thank you to my man," and we just do the videos, and it's like our girl thing to do.
I seen a hilarious meme, and the girl said, "My man, my man, my man," and the nigga said, "Oh, you ain't slick. That's 3 men."
Hilarious. I love it. So Saturdays is your day with your girl. Do you have any kids?
Not yet. We working on that actively.
Oh, I love that. How many kids do you guys want?
So I used to say when we first got together, I used to say like 5, right? And then we be watching like a TV show, and it'd be like a kid feel left out. She'd be like, "See, it's because the parent ain't got time or whatever."
Yeah.
And we was watching this show the other day, and both of the parents was like super busy careers.
Yeah.
And so the kids was like suffering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm like, okay, that's I understand that every dynamic ain't gotta be that way. I'm not sure how you balance it, because I see you pretty busy. I know the hubby pretty busy, so that's a lot. But
that's the hard thing, is the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The time spent.
I would say 2 for sure. You know what I mean? If you ask me,
2's a good amount.
Yeah, hers it's like one spoiled brat, but I feel like you gotta have siblings, man.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's almost like when a kid, like if you're busy and your spouse is busy, and then you've got one kid, like it's like
somebody to play with.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and it's fun, don't judge me, but my friends that are like only child, they're very selfish, right? And they don't know they're selfish because they didn't have to share.
Yeah, they didn't know
better.
So
if you grew up having to share, right, where it was like, I grew up like poor, so like we literally was sleeping head to feet. You know what I mean? Like that's literally how it was. Then my little brother came, and it was like, all right, his crib is over there, and we beat all of that. But it's like I had to share my whole life, so I have no problem sharing. Where I have like friends or people in my life where they be wondering why stuff be so hard, and I'm like, well, you won't give, you won't. It's all about you.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
It's almost like that has to be taught too.
Yes.
So that's like it all goes with like upbringing, moral standards, how your parents raised you, and all of that. So
I like kids. Siblings.
How many siblings did you have?
So on my mom's side, I have 2 brothers, and I'm the middle child. God treated like the middle child for sure. Sorry, Mom, I love you, but y'all know. And then my dad, off dads, we talking about a black man in the 70s. He went crazy, so it's probably 5, 6. You know what I mean? And he had my sisters before he had me, and when him and my mom got together. So him and my mom. I'm their only child together, whatever. And I feel like probably their love relationship. So I definitely was made the baby of love for sure, but then it just didn't work out. And then I have another brother, Mike, and then I found out I had another sister.
So wait, how many?
So my dad has, I want to say 5. It was 5. Yep.
And then your mom 3.
Yep, my mom 3.
So it's 8 of y'all in total.
Yeah, but like you know how it goes. 2 different sides of family.
Yeah.
So everybody don't mingle. I would like to get everybody together. They usually will for a funeral or.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why it has to always be a funeral. It's not like how can it be like a family reunion?
I feel like tragedy, right? Because minorities, like we got a lot of, we suffer a lot, right? Or I feel like we suffer more than everybody. I don't know, because I'm only on this side of the fence, right? So I can't speak for everybody else. But I feel like since we're used to suffering, we'll suffer together. We like, oh yeah, that'll get us together. I see you at Repass. I see you at this funeral. Well, if it's something good, I can't make it. I have to go to work. You know what I mean? So
I feel like we got to change that. We got to change that mindset of like we got to come together on happy times, not just like times of sorrow where we need to support each other, because we need to support each other when it's good too.
No, I agree. I also feel some people are jealous of things that might be going on in your life that might not be going on. Where that happens a lot in humanity, not just like black or white.
Absolutely.
But it's crazy. Making me sad a little bit. I want to get people together.
Yeah, and it's hell. I feel like there comes a time where you just gotta, hey, I'm doing this. You gotta come up. I got something going on over here for you. And they don't know what it is. Like, well, you kind of just gotta just put it together.
Yeah, you gotta surprise.
It gotta be one person that
and then
breaks
you gotta give something out, give a gift or something.
The gift is we together. That's the gift.
My presence is a present.
Yeah, we together. We made it. We're united. I feel like if. I just feel like it's hard too when it's like, not everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That be like the circumstances, right? Because then you have this person over here that's struggling, this person doing better. Like recently, not to get too deep, but my little brother got shot and he made it or whatever. But all of my aunts, like I flew to Cleveland fast as I could, right? Go pick up my mom. scoop her, and then we go shoot to the hospital to see my little brother, and all my aunts is there. And it's so funny seeing all of them together, because it's like they all sisters, so they jabbing at each other, because my mom come from all girls. Like it was all them and then my Uncle Butch or whatever. So it was just funny like seeing them together. But that was a perfect example of that. It was like that tragedy brought everybody together, and then my mom had like a barbecue and everybody came over, and it was kind of good to see them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it happens though. That way.
Right. Yeah. We got to do better than we got to do better as a whole, as you know. And I'm not just saying with you. Like you know, that's a lot of people, not just you. Where even with my family, like it's like we came together for a funeral, and I'm like, why can't we have family reunions like we used to have, and just kind of like have that
family reunions
and make it like a yearly thing, and you know what I'm saying.
And then you going, you the rich cousin. Or
See, but that's the thing, that it goes back down to that. It goes back down to that. What can I get? Or you paying for the buffet? Man. Since you got it, you pay. Then it becomes like a damn. I ain't come here for this.
I be talking about when I visit that joint be. American Express Records going on, big swiping.
Our muscles coming together because you over here doing this the whole time, like you curling or something. I don't know,
hey,
but
so true.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the crazy thing is, you know how you want to help, but you're not a help. Because sometimes helping people disable them. Yes. Because you helping 110%. Them in the way you want to, but not in the way they might need it. Yeah. And then the way they might need it, they might not appreciate it. Yeah. So then that make you feel some type of way. So then it's like, man, you be like, what should I do? You know what I mean?
Where it comes to the point too where it's like, I'd rather teach you how to fish than give you the fish. And it's like, there's times they don't want to learn how to fish.
Yeah. Everybody don't want that skill. They, I call it the worker bee. I be like, the worker bee love a slave master.
Yeah. And you can't instill like being ambitious into somebody. It has to be like already in you.
It's like you wake up and that joint is just there. It's like ambition is just, it wakes you up. It be like, what's good? What you got? And some people, they just, I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah, so it's like you almost, like when it's times like that, you almost can't be mad at like the person that has it, because you're not doing what you need to do to get it. So it's like, don't be mad at me, be mad at yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and they ain't trying to hear that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a hard conversation to have.
But they need to be had. Yeah. They need to be had, because it's almost like I want to help you, but me helping you is me teaching you instead of me like, here's, a few $100 to get this, and you're not going to do what you need to do with it.
Because that few $100, that joint, it expired. And it's not.
And it's not every time I come or every time you see me, or you going to ask me for another few $100 tomorrow.
And it ain't a borrow no more, because the borrow mean you got to pay it back.
Oh, I almost feel like when people borrow money, you have to, as a person that's giving the borrow money to, it's almost like you shouldn't expect it back, because a lot of people don't know how to borrow money.
I had to learn that because, like, my dad passed, right? Rest in peace, my pops. And he was like a superman in his word, right? And he would be like, man, if somebody don't keep that word, they ain't shit. And that would be his thing. And I used to think it was hilarious. I used to be like, why this nigga be so mad? Like, why you still hang around him if you know what I mean? But, he just was a lover of people. And he was one of the people that, no matter how much wrong you did, he would see the good in you, right? And I got that curse from him. It's a curse, though. Yeah, it's a curse, because it's like, I'm the person that the world be ended, and I'm gonna try to grab that person, and now we both dead. You know what I mean? Which whatever. If that's my movie, that's my movie. But yeah, I just feel like I had to learn that. You know what I mean? That you're not gonna get it back, and don't expect it back, and it's okay. Like. And when I accepted that, it made my relationships better, because I'd be calling somebody and they would answer the phone. I was like, man, why they not answer my phone?
Knowing they owe you money.
But no, I wouldn't even be thinking about the money. And then when they finally answered, they'd be like, yeah, I'm going to pay you back. And I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm not even calling about that. Yeah. Is auntie okay? Yeah. Is this person okay? Or whatever. Because I got to that point where I'm like, okay, it's only money, right? And I don't want, like, that hate you or you to hate me.
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely. Or family.
But 110%.
Just because, I might have in my life a lot of favor in that area, right? Because everybody, I feel like they blessed differently, right?
110%.
Like I've always had like a green thumb. Like even when I was a kid, like I was selling Pokemon cards and all kind of stuff. So my big brother used to steal all my money because I used to leave it in the drawer and he's stealing and smoke weed with it. But I always could figure out how to get money, and I was good at saving money when I was a kid too. Because we were so poor, I'm like, yo, I have to have a different mindset than this.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You had to be that change.
Man, you gotta be that change.
I just don't understand like why people don't want to learn. Be like, how did you get to where you are? What are you doing to get to what you are? How are you maintaining it? How are you being stable with it? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just playing video games all day or not wanting or being content with something, but it's not making you enough to progress.
I think it has to be interesting to people, right? Like, it's like even something like is me being a music producer, and I'm not a great music producer just because I'm great at music. I'm a great people person.
Right.
I'm a great about sales, did this, did that. I'd have been great at that because I love people, right? And I understand, and I want to understand people. So, I feel like a lot of people, they don't want to understand people. They just want to deal with themselves. And they want whatever they want, they just want it to be for them. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff I do is for other people. And the blessing that from that is I receive, I'm showered in blessings from that.
110%. Tenfold. It always works like that.
Yes, I agree.
So, for everyone that comes on, we play this game. It's called Would You Rather.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play with you, so you're not in the hot seat by yourself. So I'm gonna give you half a pile.
Oh my God!
And then I'm
I would rather play Uno, but it's good.
I wish I had Uno. All right, I'm gonna go first.
Okay. How many cards I gotta pick up?
Let's do 3.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2. Woo.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on.
Would you rather date someone who doesn't stop bragging or someone who doesn't stop complaining?
Man. Oh my God.
That's tough.
Can we do like both? Like nothing? Like not
would you rather? So
would I rather
begging? Oh no, I'm sorry, not begging. Bragging or complaining? Someone who doesn't stop bragging or someone who doesn't stop complaining?
Okay, so when I was an immature male, right, and I talked to women and they're venting, I would think it was complaining, right? Because it wouldn't be that they were looking for a solution. It would be like a communication, like a bond, because that's how women bond. It's like, come on, let's throw all our shit at the wall and then hug it up. Come on, girl, it's going to be good, right? So I would definitely say that wouldn't stop complaining, because bragging turns me to a serial killer. Like when people keep bragging, I'd be like, I'd be ready to jump off a cliff, like shut up. Yeah. But the complaining, I'm just like, oh man, whatever, I can turn that down. But bragging, I don't know, something about it, it just irritates me, because I feel like it's like when people say I'm blessed and highly favored, like you're not the only one. God didn't, because if it worked like that, I feel like that about money. Sometimes I said money only had if money has something to do with God, everybody would have it because everybody has God's favor. Mm-hmm. It's a weird dynamic, but I just feel like some people have a green thumb and some don't. So I'll say complaining.
I agree.
I'll take the complainer.
I'm with you on that one. I agree. It's on you.
Okay. Oh, the first time you slept over at your partner's house, you clogged the toilet or clog the toilet the very first time you go to your partner's parents' house.
So I'm at my partner's house and I clog the toilet,
or your mother-in-law or father-in-law. Would you rather clog the toilet their house or the first time you went to Dante's house?
First of all, that means I'm shitting regardless. So it's like the toilet's getting clogged. But damn, I guess I would rather I would rather my partners than their than the mother-in-law.
I agree.
Because I feel like, I mean, that's my partner. You know I'm going to use the bathroom. Yes. So, but your parents, I don't want to have that embarrassing moment with your parents. I'm trying to make myself look good.
And I feel like they going to judge you harder.
Oh, yeah.
Where as a man, like, two things I hate is a woman that act like she don't use the bathroom and act like she doesn't eat. Because I'm like, as soon as we get together, you going to turn into Tasmanian devil and you going to shit all the toilet paper out the house. But it's good, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I agree.
That means they're comfortable.
I agree,
so
exactly.
it's like, that don't mean I got to tell you I got a clogged toilet. I can just clean the toilet myself and be like, hey, can I get the plunger? Because y'all toilet not flushing properly. Then I'm going to blame you.
That's how you do it?
Toilet not flushing
That's how you going to
properly.
say, oh, the toilet ain't.
Damn, y'all put too much. Who put too much toilet paper in the toilet?
Oh, you gonna blame it on them? Oh, you want to know? That's how you rock it? Okay.
I came in here and this toilet was broken.
You should have been a lawyer. You'd have been a great lawyer. Like, you got your cap already pre-programmed.
All right. Oh my gosh. Would you rather end up in hell but it's fun, or end up in heaven but it's crappy?
Like it's crappy? Let me see.
First of all, how would hell be fun and heaven be crap? I just don't see it.
I mean, I got a crazy theory on hell. I feel like this is below, right? Because the stuff that happens here is so dark, and it's good here, but it's a lot of darkness here. So
absolutely.
I feel like I'll go to heaven. I'll be bored. I'll relax. Because a lot of us, we mistake peace for boredom.
Yeah, no, 110%. Yeah. And I don't care what's going on in hell. I don't want no parts of it.
I don't know what. I don't want to burn. I don't need to be no hotter than it was last month.
Listen,
if you ask me.
I feel like hell is just everything we don't want in life. That's my vision of hell.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Anything bad, all things bad, all the time is hell.
So that's an easy one. I'll take heaven for sure.
110%.
Okay. Would you rather have a phone that's always stuck at 3% or have a phone that only works on speakerphone?
I'm doing the 3%. My phone's always at 3% all the time. Any damn way. I got 2 extra chargers in my purse right
and you
now.
Still at 3%.
Yeah, because I feel like every conversation can't be on speakerphone. Like, you know, if you're having a business meeting and, you know, you got your kids in the background or whatever the case is, and they ain't trying to hear, mommy, 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 mommy.
You right.
You know, so that, and then it's like, what if you, let's say, for example, I don't know, talking to your kid or talking to your man or your woman, and you want to have an intimate conversation, and then there's other people around, and you know, your phone's on speaker, and you out and about, and then it's on speakerphone, so it's just like, I feel like certain things have to be private sometimes.
I'm gonna take 3% because my phone always at 3%. So
yeah, it's like it can never keep no charge. Yeah. I just don't close out apps or something.
You know what I learned, but it's weird because it slow your internet down. But if you put it on low battery, like if you fully charge it, and then as soon as you grab a charger, put it on low battery, it lasts longer.
But I feel like low battery isn't it only like a certain percentage where you can put it on low battery?
No, you can turn it right on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can turn. I'll show you. You like flip your joint up, and then you hit the low battery thing, and that joint be on, and it'll probably last twice
as long.
Yeah, twice as long.
That's what I need to do.
Yes,
for sure.
I agree.
That's what I need to do. All right. Ooh, this one's tough. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or no one show up to your funeral?
Probably the funeral. Like, no, you said would I rather have the wedding? I would definitely not. I wouldn't trip off the wedding. Yeah, because it's we married. Yeah. I don't care how many of y'all come. See.
Yeah,
right? Because even now, like I said, I'm engaged, so we like planning that stuff out.
And that's your moment.
And she like
with that person.
Even my grandma and them, they like, man, we would love for y'all to have the biggest wedding, but if y'all just want to get married, get married. So I'm like, okay, I'd rather get married by the house. But the funeral, I'm like, all I done did for you niggas, I'm going to hunt y'all for the rest of my life. If y'all don't show up to my funeral, that's how I feel.
I would feel some type of way if you don't show up.
I'll turn the candy man on their ass. You better quit playing, being there with a hook. Quit playing with me.
Yeah, that's it.
So, for me. Okay, would you rather be woken up every morning by a slap on the face or sleep with someone who constantly snores?
I would rather sleep with someone who constantly snores and sleep before them, so I don't gotta hear them snoring because I'm gonna be out cold.
You can sleep through snoring?
Yeah. If I'm tired, and here's my thing, I don't really sleep like that. Like I sleep 2-3 o'clock in the morning and have to get up, you know, or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then get up. But if I'm asleep, I'm knocked
You out of there. You good.
Yeah, unless the sun wakes me up, like I can't sleep when I see light.
Oh, okay.
That's my only thing.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy. Yeah. As soon as the light hit, I'm like up. And I don't like the jet black. I used to like sleeping in the jet black, but I don't because I don't like waking up and not knowing what's going on. And it'd be like 9 o'clock, and I'd be like, "What? It's 9 o'clock?"
Yeah, it's crazy because like my theater room is dark, like it's very dark, and then I'll watch a movie and then I won't even realize that it's daytime when I go out the theater room because it's so bright. All the windows is open, so I'm like, when I go out, I'm like, dang, it's light as I don't know what.
That makes sense.
So even in my room now, like we just built like this patio area, and it was a sliding door that didn't have the shears up yet, so I would wake up every time the sun comes out because it would just come through the room because there was no like window. Now we got this like blackout sheer, but it's almost like the sheer is still sheer, so you can still, the light still comes through it.
Yeah, that's how our bedroom is. Yeah, I need the heavy joint. You ever seen like the heavy ones? They got like soundproof ones because they put them in like music studios. So that joint is like you ain't even hearing the landscaping or nothing.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you just good.
That's how our the movie theater is. We have like acoustical panel.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't hear nothing outside of it.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, but then when you're out of it, you're just like, oh my God, this is like, life right now.
Yeah, it's too
daytime.
bright.
Your eyes get to burning and stuff. It's a problem.
So, man, I don't know. Snoring is crazy to me. Like, again, like I'm a musician, so my ears are very sensitive. Like literally, I can hear like something beeping in here, like all of that. Like I can hear that at the same time. If somebody shut the door back there, like it's all happening. And I've always had that, but I didn't know it was like my superpower, right?
Right.
So, man, the snoring, but getting slapped is crazy to wake up.
I'm thinking of the man I sleep with slap hard as hell. So I'm pretty sure and he doesn't know his strength. So I'm like anything but the slap.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know
my strength neither. I slam the cat like my girl, she be going crazy. Like, can you stop slamming the cabinets? And she like you super chill, like and she be like, yo, like you slam everything. Like the joint where you get like the silverware out of, boom, and I be like, and when I shut it, I be like, oh my bad, I'm sorry, babe. Like, so I would say the snoring for sure, because I could double up on my magnesium and I'm out of there.
See, I feel like with strength, right? Like Deontay, I got this game for my daughter. You remember that game with the ball and it like velcros to the thing that you hold on to? We used to play as kids. So I got it from my daughter. He's like, I ain't seen one of these in a long time. So he get to throwing to himself, right? Yeah. So he's like, oh, okay, whatever. So I was like, all right, let me play catch with you, right? And he and it's like a tennis ball, right? Yeah. So he throwing the ball and I'm catching it and it's hitting I said, damn, like, slow down. No, he's like, I ain't hitting that hard. So I said, go throw it with Willie, which is his assistant. Yeah. So he goes, I said, Willie, he's throwing it hard. Like, it ain't me, I ain't soft. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's throwing it hard. So he's throwing it. The damn thing breaks the plastic from the thing. He throws it so hard the plastic breaks. So I went and got another one the same day. He threw it to himself 3 times, the plastic. He said, man, this shit cheap. And I'm like, it ain't cheap.
I would have said the same thing. Like, why they make this stuff so cheap? I could have remembered it was being way stronger.
He's like, take it back. I was like, it's broke. God, it's broke. And so, he don't realize it.
I share that pain for sure. Oh, my God.
It's a problem. It's a problem. Tell everybody where they can find you. All the things you can't tell us you got going on.
I can't tell y'all about this music, but it's coming. Y'all about to hear me on the radio every day. But follow me at Don't Mind If I Duke. That's my Instagram. That's Facebook, Twitter, all of that. So follow me on there.
Make sure you tune into everything Big Duke has going on, what he has coming up. And that is it for Telli Talks.
Thank you.